Alright, so this is the engine compartment inspection. We can start off with the steering system. This is the steering shaft. It's secure and it's not damaged. Universal joint, properly greased, no loose, crack or damage, and it's properly attached to the steering gearbox. Steering gearbox is tied to the frame. It's not loose, it's not damaged, and it's not leaking. This is the pigment arm. Alright, this is the pigment arm. The pigment arm is tight, secure, it's not broken or damaged. This is the steering drag link. The steering drag link is not damaged, it's properly greased on both sides, and it's properly secured on both sides by a custom nut and a safety pin, a custom pin too, on both sides. On the left side tied to the pigment arm, on the right side tied to the upper arm. This is the tie rod. The tie rod is secure on both sides, it's not damaged, and it's also properly greased. Power steering reservoir bottle, secure, no damage, no leaking, it is at the proper level. Power steering hoses, and also this one here. Secure, no damage, no leaking, and tied to its fittings. And this is the power steering pump. Power steering pump is gear driven, it's not damaged, it's not leaking, and it's secure. Now we're gonna continue with the air compressor. The air compressor is properly mounted, seems properly connected, it's not damaged, it's not leaking, and is also gear driven. This is the engine oil cap, it's not leaking, it's secure, it's in place. This is the engine oil dipstick, it's also in place, it's not damaged and it's not leaking. And to read it, you have to take it out, clean it, put it back in, pull it back out, and the oil level should be above the refill mark. Then you clean it again, you put it back in, and all of that when the engine is cool. This is an air hose. The air hose is tied to the fittings, no damage or leaking. Here we have the fuses box. The fuses box, no damage, secure, and in closed position. And these are the electrical wires. The electrical wires are properly connected, no damage and no peeling. These are the air lanes or air hoses too, tied to its fittings, no damage, no leaking. This is the radiator. The radiator is tied to, not the radiator, the coolant the radiator coolant reservoir bottle. The radiator coolant reservoir bottle is secure to the radiator, no damage, no leaking, and is at the proper level, operating level. If I say not leaking, I don't usually mention that the cap is present, because I just say it's not leaking. The radiator itself is properly mounted to the frame, it's not leaking, and it's no damage. The radiator fan, it's not broken, and it's not touching anything around. And the belt it's not belt right there, doesn't play more than 3/4 inch when you pull it. Air filter housing, secure, no damage, and that's basically it. After this one, what else? Yeah, that's basically it. As I told you, this is optional. That's just the diesel filter. It's tied to the frame. It's not leaking. It's not damaged, and it's still at the operating level. Let's go to the other side. All right, so right here we have the windshield washer reservoir bottle, secure, no damage, no leaking. Air hoses and pipes, secure, no damage, no leaking. This is also for this air system. Here we also have radiator hoses and pipes, secure, no damage, no leaking. Also this one here, and this one over here. All of this is radiator. This one over here, this one here is radiator, this one here, this one here, and all of that is connected to the water pump, which is down here. The water pump is not leaking, it's not damaged, it's properly mounted, and is belt driven. This is the turbo. The turbo is also properly mounted, it's properly connected, it's not damaged, it's not leaking. AC compressor, properly mounted. properly connected, secure, no damage, no leaking, and is also belt driven. Alternator properly mounted, properly connected, secure, no damage, and is also belt driven. Now we're gonna continue with the suspension system. This is a spring hanger or spring mount. It's also cool. This one here, tied to the frame, no loose, crack, or damage. It's not missing any hardware. Spring lift, secure on both sides, no damage or missing. U-bolt, tight, secure, no damage. This is the shock absorber, secured on top and bottom, no damage or leaking. Now we're gonna continue with the brake system. This is the air hole. The air hole is tied to the fitting, no damage or leaking. This is the ABS lane. The ABS lane is properly connected. It's not damaged. It's not peeling. This is the brake chamber. The brake chamber is secure and is not damaged. The push rod and slack adjuster, it's not visible from here because this is a brake disc system. The brake disc system doesn't have any brake drum. Instead of a drum, we have a brake disc. This is the brake disc. It's in good working condition, and the brake shoe, the brake pads are also not visible, but they shouldn't have less than a 1/4 inch on braking material. This is the front tire. Front tire, inside of the tire, knockouts or wobbles. Outside of the tire, knockouts or wobbles. Top of the tire, because it's a front tire, shouldn't be recap. No less than 432 of tread depth, and it should be inflated around 100 psi. The rim, no welded or bended. Lock nuts in place, no damage or missing. The hub seal is secure, it's not leaking, and it's not missing any nuts, and the air valve is not leaking and is secure. And that's basically the engine compartment inspection.